What's up, guys? Matthew over here at MRE Motorsports. Give you a walk around, show you some of the projects we're working on. Mostly my personal cars. I've got a couple other miscellaneous ones I'm messing around with as well. So let's show you what we got. This one here is the S10 I'm building for myself. It's gonna get a LSA supercharged 5.3. I actually bought this truck out of a field in southern Missouri. Very, very rough truck. Brought it home, did some major detailing on it, and pulled the 2.2 out of it, and the 5-speed. We're gonna put like I said, a 5.3 with LSA blower in it. More than likely, probably a turbo 400, different 10-bolt. It's just gonna be a kind of a shop truck. The motor and stuff that we're gonna put in it, it's actually coming out of my 51 Dodge, which most people know it as the boost knuckle. Then we've got my 60 Bel Air. This one's just a cruiser. Haven't really done much with it other than buy it and drive it. It's got some 20-inch wheels. It's going to have interior and stuff in it at some point. But I'd like to keep it going and kind of keep it in the family and do some stuff with it for future videos. It's my dad's 72 Nova I've been working on. Put some different wheels on it. Tried to get the suspension sitting kind of how we want it. It needs to come down a little bit in the front. All the interior's been redone in it. It's got some late model caddy seats in the front. It's actually a 3-speed on the column. We're going to put a Muncie 4-speed in it with a different 10-bolt posi and 411s. Probably do some body work and stuff on it as well. We've got the quarters just put on it. Nothing special. Just got done putting the EFI on at the Phytech Go Street 400. Just a basic kit. Nothing crazy. It's just a cruiser for him. I'm sure he'll get it back and decide he wants to make it into a race car of some sort. He's kind of like me. We can't really leave much alone. And the boost knuckle. Let's show you the meat and potatoes here. Everybody kind of geeks out about the LSA blower setup in it. Some people are kind of mad that I'm going to change it, but it's pretty well just a cruiser street truck, full interior, but it's time to change it up. This truck gets a lot of social media coverage and stuff here locally, so I want to try and step it up and kind of go a little bit different direction with it. It's still going to be a street truck, street driven, but I'm actually going to do some racing with it. I think we're going to send it off to a local guy, Allegro Racing. He's going to do a probably 850 cert cage and stuff in it. But yeah, well, it's going to be a turbo LS this time around, and then all that stuff's going in the S10. So, and then there's this. This is kind of my pride and joy. I've had this car for going on about 15 years. I've raced it for probably the last 12. 94 Honda Civic. It's pretty much everything you need. Dart and sleeves, Victor Performance cylinder head, South Bay injectors, Precision Turbo 6785, Golden Eagle 6-liter intake. Last time we had this car on the dyno, it made 970, I think it was, on like 35, 36 pounds. We were on Honda. Car was sponsored by Honda, sponsored by Dart and Sleeves, Golden Eagle. We picked up Precision Turbo there a couple years ago. The car was at the PRI show in Indianapolis, and it got a lot of recognition from that. But we're just gonna try and keep going with it. Car actually is going to a Motec M84 box. Joe at Locast CNC's actually got it doing some calibration stuff with it. Rye wire. It's done all the standalone wiring harness and stuff in it. But yeah, I know a lot of these projects are pretty well almost done, but they always kind of change. You kind of progress, and you just keep going with them and change them and make them better every way you go. But we'll see. Hopefully this car will go somewhere in the high 8s with its current setup. There's some other things that need the attention to be able to push it that extra half a second, but we'll get there one way or the other. Golden Eagle like I said, they sponsor us. Sent us this nice 6-liter intakes, first B series 6-liter they offered. Tile everything on it. But the 6785 Precision came on board a couple years ago and set us up with it. We haven't really got to stretch its legs. KLM Fab, they did, turbo manifold, intercooler. I personally did all the charge piping, exhaust piping, everything like that, all the plumbing and stuff. I do all myself, all my own fabricating when that stuff kind of comes around. But drive shaft shop 5.9s, G-force dog box. Hopefully get a billet housing at some point. We're putting a G-force shifter in it, hopefully a strain gauge at some point. But yeah, we plan on getting that out the track, probably 2019 early if we can, if everything goes well. But right now our main focus is the boost knuckle and kind of getting it where it needs to be as far as chassis and turbo setup, fab work and all that. But actually our next project will be the S10, getting everything yanked out of the boost knuckle, set down in the S10. We were going to do the turbo setup on the S10, kind of steered away from that. It's kind of too nice of a truck to beat on and not let it get driven. It's and there's so many S10s around, so many. Nobody seems that interested in the S10 stuff. You build an old truck like this, people like to see it nowadays. They like to see different. Everybody gets tired of the Camaros and Novas and all that stuff. It's just so common. And I'm an old Dodge guy at heart, so obviously building a Dodge as a drag truck. Granted, it's not Dodge powered, but most Mopar guys know it takes a lot of money to make a Dodge fast. I build motors for a living, so and most of the stuff we do is all LS stuff, so it was kind of a no-brainer. But anyways, guys, like I said, this is kind of my first go at this. I'll do my best to try and keep some videos coming. Like, comment, subscribe, and let's just see what it brings.